Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. I don't know what just happened. I just started a poll and then the live just cut off. So I apologize to anybody um who was on the live earlier. What would I'm sorry for everybody who was on my other live. I don't know what just happened. It just cut off. That's not the first time. Sometimes when I be doing the poll, it will just cut off when I say start poll. I don't know why. I hope it doesn't do it again. If it does it again, we just won't do a poll. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry for whoever was just on my other live. I don't know what just happened. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again, but we'll see. We will see, y'all. Okay. It didn't turn off. Hey, GR, how are you? Hi. So I have the poll up. Buenos tardes. Hey, Jersey Santos. Marina. Okay. Hey. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for all the hearts so far. Okay, I'm seeing we got a couple of votes. Got a couple of votes so far. How y'all doing today? We're just gonna wait a little bit while people come in. Again, if you were on my last live and y'all was just on there, I apologize. I don't know what happened. It was a glitch, and when I pressed upload the poll, it just cut the live off. So shout out to everybody here. Hey y'all. Hello. Hey everybody. Hey Darren. How are y'all doing today? This morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Hey KZ. Hey baby. You said I need you. What you need me for, girly? Hey Rigo. Hi Ariel. Hi James. Big money talk. Yeah. Okay. I need a free reading. I go live on Thursdays. Y'all know I'll be here on Thursday, so I'll be on live on Thursday. 30 CJBs. Now, why would I answer that? The most attractive is the one who taking care of their family. Hey, Josh. Darren, you say you still got a problem. You talking about you tricking, but my Cash App ain't popping. What you mean? I can't believe what I'm not seeing. So my Cash App in the description. Cam to go to say you got aura, the glow up is real with you. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, baby. Blessing to you and yours. Thank you, baby. Hey, Chicago. Hey, Pruthi. You know we got to get the randoms out the chat quick. Okay, so today, again, we're coming from the gratitude journal. That's what we're talking about. Ebony said, why are you talking about a Cash App? You got to read the chat, baby. You got to read the chat. You got it. If you wasn't here, if you was not here in the past few lives, you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. You wasn't here. I'm talking to one specific person about the Cash App, not everybody. I'm talking to one specific person. Hey, Akramul. Hey, everybody. So yeah, like I was saying, we're coming from the gratitude journal again. If you are new here and you're trying to figure out what is going on, what is this live about, why you keep going live every day talking about money, we're manifesting money. We're manifesting a money mindset through gratitude journaling. So if you've been here every single day, you'll see the prompts that we're going through every single day, and you'll see the conversations that we're having. We're shifting our mindset. We're shifting our perspective, what we understand, what we know. And if y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm just going through blocking people real quick before we get started. Because some stuff is just unnecessary. Ebony girl, I gotta get my nails done. I gotta get my nails done tomorrow, so I'm not purposely gonna be trying to show my nails. Hey Sydney, okay, got all the stuff. Hey Josiah. How do you manifest money? The way we're doing it now, by getting your mindset straight to allow money to come in with ease. Hey Loop. Josiah, I do on Thursdays. Hey Meat. Hello Louise. Hello Kosar. Kosar. Hey everybody. Thank you to everybody who came in and liked the video immediately. Liked the live immediately. Hey Louise. So far, we got 36 votes. Everybody saying love and belonging. 17% said agility. 28% said other. And only 8% said emotional intelligence. So y'all wanna manifest more love and belonging? Robert said, that's weird. I usually work to manifest money. Well, if you work, then you work, you know? That's what you do. Everybody manifests money in different ways. But the act of manifesting money is work in general. Hello, Molana. Hello, I love you too, Meat. Greetings from Poland. Hi, Poland. Hey, Judge Tonayan. Okay, y'all's names getting a little bit more difficult to read by the day. By the day. Welcome back, AKA. Hey, Anna. Lithium said money means nothing when we are dead. But what does it mean when you're alive? You're breathing right now. What does that mean while you're alive? Let's stop worrying about what happens when we die. We have so many years to live. Let's focus on what's happening while we're alive. Skater girl, hi. Hi, prankster. What's up, Warcito? You say comforts. What's up, cash flow? Cool Map said money means power. Darren said you do card readings. You can't be my woman. I have to break this up. Well, sucks to say. Hasta luego. Hey, Sonic. Thank you, Judge. Hey, Joseph. Thank you. Hello, Nasrul. Existence. Okay. AKA said life is not promised and guaranteed in this existence. Okay. Hi, Aaron. Forrest Nabbit. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hello, everybody. Hello, Diva. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. So we will be changing topics next week. On top of us changing the topic, we will also be going live at nighttime in the evening instead of being in the morning. Lithium said money means material comfort. Comfort can make it easier to be spiritual or it can help to be materialistic. Most will choose materialistic. I love you too, Uzan. Great day, Mandan. Thank you, Showtime. Thank you, Anthony. Y'all, I'm from America. JR said love and belonging is an essential, like shelter. There's a hierarchy of needs, a pyramid of needs. Yes. Y'all know about Maslow's hierarchy. I love that for you. Today's topic is money, money, money. You got your coffee together, AK? You got your coffee? Hi, Springer. Okay, Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Yes, today's topic is money. Hi, Mar. Specifically, if y'all read the title as well as right here, the topic is, what recent payments or purchase am I grateful to have been able to make with ease? How does it feel to pay for something without overthinking or doubting myself? So if you have been in a phase of your life where you were struggling to pay bills, this is for you. But on top of that, if you are in the phase of your life where you don't struggle, this is also for you, because you have to show appreciation for what you pay with ease so you can manifest more ease in your payments. Hello, Salos. Welcome back. Buenos tardes, Helena. Okay. Showtime says stop spending. Hello, Hadrain. Vos a dos Estados Unidos. Sí. En Estados Unidos. Showtime said pray and save. It works. AKA Carl said the more you make, the more you spend. Hello, everybody. Oop, I thought I hide user from the channel. I thought that's what I did. Thank you. I'm from the country of America. So most people are saying love and belonging. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm very interested. The next one says other. So if you're interested in another topic, please put it in the comments below. I am really intrigued to know what topic you are interested in. Hello, Usef. No, I've never been to South Africa. Thank you, everybody. Lithium says humans are beings of love and service. Hello, Gar. Salo said you steady chasing the bag instead of a man. That's against my beliefs to chase a man. Jaden, hi. Hi, Mad Maddie. Hi, Ren. Hi, Pradeep. Thank you. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Aloha. Showtime said, make the money. Don't let the money make you. Duh. Hey, Joelle. I love you too, baby. Hi, Chantel. AKA Carl said, let's see what I can learn today. Let's learn together. Let's learn together. Hi, Stellinia. Hi, cuties. Thank y'all. Okay. So for me personally, recent payments, when I tell y'all payments been coming out the wazoo for me, I've been having to pay for stuff. I've been having to pay for stuff. What has been an easy payment? I told y'all about the car payment I had to pay to get my car fixed. And at first he was like, okay, so I had went to AutoZone. Y'all know when your check engine light come on, you got to go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's to get the check engine light looked at. So that's where I went first. And the guy had suggested to, it's multiple codes that came up. And he was like, well, I think just based off what I know that it's probably just this one code. And because of this one code is coming up, it's causing this code to come up. So I would say just get this part fixed first. Y'all know I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know. I went to get my car fixed. And then the guy was like, well, these multiple codes came up. This is how much to get it fixed. He gave me a price that was like over $1,000. Now, mind you, just to get the one part fixed, it was like $300, right? So he was like, okay, so I think it's probably best for you to get both of the lights fixed, So that would have been over $1,000. I said, no. How about you fix this part first, and then we'll see about this part if it come back on. Thank goodness it wasn't both. So I only paid like $300. But either way, I would have had, if I would have had to pay over $1,000 to get my car fixed, I would have been able to pay it with ease. So I feel pretty good. Even with the $300, I would have had, it was easy. Yeah, they were trying to scam me. You said you got scammed. Now if you had a man, you wouldn't have to worry about all that. Yeah, I know, right? But unfortunately, fortunately, you know, I'm grown, so I got it for myself. But that is a recent payment and purchase that I'm grateful to have been able to make with ease. Do y'all have any recent payments or purchases that y'all was able to make with ease? So let's see. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community, Suni. Hey, Tracy. Everything for Naughty said, a trick about mechanics. They make up stuff and they tell you stuff that's not true. Yeah, the thing about this particular place is that I've been going to them for a long time and I never had any issues. But now they have a different set of people who are working there. It's not the original people. So I think that's the reason why I was having a little bit of issue with, you know, how much they were trying to charge me. Because it's a different set of people. So I'm hoping if I go back again, it's not the same people. It'll be the original people. But we'll see. GR said, I found it better to use a debit card than a credit card. No debt, no interest, no overspending. Okay, okay. AK Carl said, money before love. LOL. That's what you feel, AK Carlos? Is money before love? Hi, the world of SK. Carlo Flower Power said, Miana, I don't know why this poll is low from emotional intelligence, but your viewers could use this guidance. Flip some cards, sister. I'm just trying to bag you. Flip some cards. I wouldn't be flipping no cards to show them emotional intelligence, baby. Intuition come natural for me. But emotional intelligence can boost your intuition. So if you guys are trying to boost your intuition, I always say focus on emotional intelligence. Bruce Spencer said, I believe working for yourself makes you more successful monetary wise. Besides having a day job, you can do side hustles, find out what people really want and need in today's economy. Yeah. Everything for 97 mechanics will tell you stuff and make up parts that never existed. That's crazy. Welcome, Gaza. Everything also said they will mess up your car so then you can wait. They said they will mess up your car so they can fix it and then make you pay more. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Welcome to the community, Gar. GR said, yes, find people you can trust, lawyer, mechanic, friends, trade people, etc. Yeah. Salo said, you pushing 40 and you gonna be that cool auntie with a little money if you don't lock in. I don't know. It sounds a little fun. Kylo said, nah, gotta be the same owner telling the crew to rob everybody. My bad, little sis. I assumed you were a tarot reader. I do read tarot. That is a hobby of mine. I do on Thursdays. AK Carl said, what is the difference between being educated and being intelligent? Being intelligent just means the ability to apply knowledge that you know. I always like to say that one of my favorite shows is Crime Scene Kitchen because I feel like it really shows pure intelligence. Like pure intelligence of bakers. Like I love that show so much. And educated, it's just having knowledge. It's just knowing things. I would say also is being skilled. So if you are educated, then I would hope that you have the intelligence to apply that education in various environments. That's how I would see the difference between the two. Hey, Israel. Hilayuta Sampson said, being intelligent is the ability to use the education. Being educated is just learning stuff and not using it. Yep. Dr. Define said, intelligent equals common sense. I don't think intelligence is common sense, because when you're intelligent, again, it's you being able to apply what you know. Not everybody has that ability to apply what they know. Bruce Spencer said, I trust my mechanic more than my doctor and lawyer. A.K.A. Carl said, what is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Knowledge is just knowing things. Wisdom, I feel like wisdom is inherent. I think wisdom is more knowing things over a long period of time. Getting to see it over. This, again, this is not definitions, but I mean, we can get definitions. But to me, wisdom is more like an inherent thing where you know something over a long period of time. And it comes natural. It's kind of almost like intuition in my eyes. Let's see. Wisdom. Wisdom is actually knowledge, learning, experience. So wisdom comes from experience. But it is knowledge. Now break down the difference wisdom has to offer. I don't know what wisdom has to offer. The dog with the bone. GR said, the dog with the bone is in danger. That's an African proverb. Everything for Naughty said, being intelligent is really useful because you can go far with intelligence. Yeah. Hi, Alyssa. Dr. Define said, wisdom is going through it. Yes. Hey, Samaya. Okay, Samaya. Samaya said she's going to book a few sessions with me at the beginning of next month. Good. Y'all know I'm working on the website, so that website will be up for y'all. Hopefully by the end of August. We still working on it, though. Dr. Define said knowledge is picking it up. Yeah. Hey, Jenny. A.K.A. Carl said wisdom is having the experience to know how to apply knowledge. There you go. So wisdom is intelligence and knowledge put together. Bye for a session. How is it? Before a session, how is it? What you mean, baby? Samaya. How is what? Everything for Naughty said being intelligent is really useful because you can go far with intelligence because jobs want a smart person. Okay. Thank you, Naughty. Hello, Jahed. So, but y'all, what is something that y'all spent very easily? Y'all pay for something this week. What was something that you paid for and it was just very easy for you to pay for it? You didn't have no problems. You was not worried about nothing. Buenos noches. Malcolm said I pay rent. Okay. Yes, that is always, okay, that's a good one. Thank you, Nevia. Hello, Twa. Bruce said rent, so everybody's saying rent. Rent is coming up. Rent is on the 1st for me. Thank you, Dr. Defiant. Groceries. Somebody said I pay bills. Okay. I don't know any Turkish men, y'all. I don't know any Turkish men. JR said wisdom is the ripest fruit of much reflection. Okay. I love you too, Twa. Like mini bills. Okay. Okay. Love you, Pradum. Okay. 143. God Hadar. Vamsi. To you as well. Okay. So everybody saying bills, rent, groceries. Yes. So how does it feel for some to be able to pay for that without overthinking? What is that feeling? Where do you feel it at in your body? Because for me, it's like, I feel like I don't really feel anything. It just feels very easy. I don't feel any constriction in my body. It just feels like, okay, I got it. Here you go. It's very easy for me to just be like, boom, bring it from in my system to the real world. Here you go. So if I could explain the feeling, it just feels clear. It feels like energy can just flow through me. There's no constriction. Thank you, Robin. GR said automatic payment from a debit card is best for most things. No overthinking. Yeah. That's another way I pay for things with ease. Automatic payments. Hey, Adrian. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Do you use card or cash? I usually use card for all of my bills. It's like rent and stuff, that's automatic payment. Groceries, just my card. Yeah, most of the time I'm using card. Sugar Ray said, intelligence makes you smart and logical. And if you have intelligence, you will believe. Okay. Okay, Adrian said he made 9K on beds, period. Good job. I'm happy for you. Yes. Yes. Max, I am not a financial advisor, nor a financial coach, nor a financial educator. I am a mindset coach, mentor, and that is what we focus on, is how to shift our mindset, how to feel the states that we're seeking and attract it more. That's what I'm interested in. Bruce Spencer said card is more efficient and safe. Adrian said, I use my credit card to buy everything. Adrian, do you use your credit card to buy everything and then you like go back at the end of the month and pay everything from your account to pay the credit card off? Or do you just allow that to like build up every month? Hey, Dottie. Thank you, Salvatore. Thank you, Mohan. Hey, Matt. Hey, Night Rider, Emmeline, and Salif. A.K. Carl said, what is the American dream? Is it attainable when one is awake and not sleeping? What do you mean when one is awake? Like physically awake? Like awake with your eyes open and getting out the bed and sleeping? Or you mean like metaphorically like, oh, you sleeping, you not aware? What do you mean? Everything Naughty said, I'm in 8th grade and I got money. Oh, Lord. I've been trying to decipher if I should block all the kids from here. What y'all think? Should I block children? I have been blocking some of the kids. If a kid say that they young, I do be blocking them. So what y'all think as a community? Should I block children? Adrian Kennedy, yes, that's what I do. I pay the full balance end of the month. Okay. And then you be stacking them that money. I love that for you. Hey, Dottie. Somebody said yes. Yeah. Gotti Naughty said, I'm very mature, baby. Yeah, ban kids from here. Yeah. Only if they spam. Yeah, block them little rascals. YouTube children follows you, I know. But if the treasure doesn't, yeah, you should block them. Yeah, I already have it to where kids can't, I have it to where this is not for kids, so. Daddy said that they don't mind it. Dangerous to have minors on your channel for many reasons, yeah. Could you show yourself in, okay. Hi, Mike, I love you too. I'm 13, I keep my room clean, I clean a lot, and I'm very good with Buddy. Listen, Naughty, I'll keep you for today, but y'all, if y'all are underage, either don't say it at all. If you do say it, I'm going to block you, okay? If you are under the age of 18, please, either don't say it at all, or if you do say it, I will block you, okay? Because I don't think that it's appropriate for y'all to be in adult spaces. I think y'all should be focused on y'all's age group and what y'all's age group do. But Nadia, I don't think you're not making it good for yourself. So I think you should just, stay a little quiet. Lip combo. Lip combo is any type of lip liner that you want. Any type, any color. You put the lip liner on. You put that on first. You put multiple. You don't just put one liner on. You put a dark liner around the base. You could put 3 or 4 liners on. You put dark, either brown or black. I like black sometimes because it just gives that very much like, ooh, pop. But I also like brown. So you put that on first, and then you put another color just right underneath it, and then you put another color right there in the middle. And then you also put it at the bottom, but you don't have to do too much on the bottom. Do most of it at the top. And then sometimes I'll even go in with lipstick that I have, and I'll put the lipstick a little bit, just a little bit of dots, right? And then then I put whatever lip gloss you want to put on. That's how you do the lip liner combo, okay? Adrian says, so my friend, are there any new business deals you're working on? No, I'm just still focused on the same one. I'm still focused on the same one. Adrian, I don't think you answered the question, though. You let me know. Is there something that you paid for recently that was just so easy? I know you said that you use your card, your credit card, but has there been something that you paid recently that you're grateful to have it have been for ease and ease? And how did it feel to pay for something without overthinking or doubting yourself? Y'all better stop asking crazy questions. I do block ignorance. Y'all remember that. I do block ignorance. Okay. Adrian said, yeah, I got my spot paid for with my bets. Yes. Yes. And how did that feel? It felt great to do. But like, when you say great, was it like, how did it feel in your body? Did you feel something in your body when you paid for it? Salo said, I know you ain't putting all that makeup on to stay single, though. Please stop worrying about the wrong things. Salos, why is your number one topic always relationships? Hey, Ace. How's your energy? My energy is well. My energy is happy. I feel really good. I thought I was going to have to go to work on Friday, but I don't have to go to work on Friday. So I'm so happy. I'm like so happy. Aw, you just want me to be happy? Thank you, Salos. You really don't have to worry, Salos. I'm in my bag right now. I'm like locked into my goals. I already spent a lot of time dating. You know, I did that already. And now I'm focused on my goals. So when I'm done with my goals, I'll go back to dating, you know. It's always there. I promise you I can go outside today and we can go on dates. You know, it's not that big of a deal to me. I literally, it's like what, just, it's not something I'm worried about. Hey, Tomboy. Adrian said, I felt a solid feeling in my body. I always wanted a hot tub in my crib to relax after my gym workouts. Solid feeling. I like that. AK Carlos, you said, can one pay for real love and companionship? And if so, is that the kind of love worth investing in? If you're talking about from a person, I would say no. I think that real love comes from you being able to show up as yourself authentically and genuinely, and you being accepted, right? You being accepted, understood, and still cared for. That's how I see real love. Because it's hard to love something that you don't understand, right? In my opinion. Bruce Spencer, you said, quick question, business-wise, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Y'all know what I've always wanted. If y'all ever watched New York, the lady New York from, what's that, guys? Flavor of Love. If y'all ever watched Flavor of Love, the girl on New York had a spinoff show where she just did random jobs. If y'all ever seen that show, I always wanted to do something like that. I feel like it's like my calling to do some type of reality show where I'm just doing random jobs everywhere. Because I want to show people, especially my community, what the different types of jobs that are not promoted. There are so many jobs out there that's not promoted, and if I could just go one day and just record that one day, maybe even like a couple of days working in that job and then putting it on some type of platform and saying this is what it's like to be here, I think that would be so fun. I always wanted to recreate that show in my own way, but it also, I wanted to implement the idea of mindset. Like, you could be here, you can own this could be yours, get your mind together. So I wanted to kind of be like that. So AK Carl said, so money cannot buy love, not from an individual person. Carlo Flower Power said, ain't nobody got time for ignorance, baby girl. I keep shining. It was nice to see you, but 6:45 in the morning. Uncle, gotta get some rest. Stay blessed, fam. Stay blessed. Aloha. I hope you get some rest. Thank you, Heaven. Hi, Lolly. Y'all, I don't know. In Spanish, I know, like, you know, certain words, but I don't like certain words in English. So I don't know what you trying to say in Spanish, imply in Spanish when you say them certain words. But in English, I don't like that word, so I will be blocking them. New York is broke now. Yeah, I didn't say I wanted to be like her financially. I just like that one show, that one specific show. I always really liked that show. It was so funny to me. I always remember her like going into going to like the farms and like having to feed the pigs and stuff, and her being so dramatic. Will Hosley said Flavor was homeless for years in downtown LA. That's crazy. Hi, everybody. GR said money can buy X, not love. Love is an emotion. Either it's genuine or faked. Yeah. He's okay now? Okay. Paul, okay. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Will. Y'all, I'm from America. AK Carl said no one mentioned anything about paying for their health and medication, etc. So is that what you feel good about paying for? AK Carlos, let us know. Is that what you feel good about paying for? I haven't had any health or medication bills as of recently. So I don't really, that's not something on my mind, I guess. I can say I feel really good about being able to fund. I was learning about a sinking fund the other day, and I was like, okay, I can probably allocate. It's another word I learned, y'all. When I tell y'all my money mindset, it's been setting. I was like, I can allocate some money to a sinking fund so that I can support my future endeavors. Ooh, don't I sound smart? Yes, I do. Okay. So, let's see. Ace Good said money can buy love. Okay, Ace, tell us more. Tell us more. I love you too, Kamonga. Adrian said, I have health insurance, $600 a month. I hate it, but I need it at 38, LOL. Oh, that's crazy. I guess because I have like an actual job, my job provides those things. But I want better insurance. My job doesn't provide the type of insurance that I want. I want better insurance for sure. I guess one thing I can say, AK Carlos, is I do pay for therapy out of pocket. So because I pay for therapy out of pocket, I pay that with ease. So I'm always happy about that. And I'm actually looking into getting a different type of therapy that I just heard about called somatic therapy. So y'all know I'm a mindset person. So I'm very much always in my mind. But somatic therapy is focused on the body. And as someone who's intuitive, I do tarot. That is how I receive a lot of my messages, is intuitively, and also physical senses. So I'm like, okay, that's perfect. That's perfect for me to start focusing on my body in therapy and where I'm feeling certain things, because that's, again, I want to develop my emotional intelligence on top of that. And I want to be able to understand, okay, when this is happening, what is my intuition saying versus what is trauma saying? Because y'all know I wasn't raised in, the suburbs. But those are things that I'm focusing on right now. So I can say, again, aka Carlos, about health, medication, whatever, therapy would be listed under mine. And I'm really super grateful that I was able to just get that with ease, even though I pay out of pocket. Hey, y'all. Hey, Captain. Corey said money can't buy love, but it can rent it. I think that's the same as what GR was saying about the ex. CL said, oh my God, you look like my grandma. You know what's actually funny? I look like my grandma. I look like my grandma. GR said, if you are lucky, you have a medical health insurance plan. Yeah. Hey, Rogers. AK Carl said, therapy, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, baby, I go to therapy. I would not be who I am today if I was not in therapy. I suggest everybody go to therapy, and actually not just go to therapy, because some people go to therapy, and if y'all ever seen the Matrix movie, the newer movie, I do believe that therapy can keep you in the Matrix if you are not goal-oriented and you don't know why you're going there. So don't just go to therapy. Have a reason, have a goal, and be like, I'm going to therapy because I know that this is a problem in my life and I want to fix it and I want to overcome it. Okay. As Good said, money can buy the attributes of love, which means the person is showing you love because you paying him or her, although that person doesn't love you for real. But that doesn't concern me since they showing the attributes. Okay. Adrian said, I have Affleck. It's great insurance, and plus me and my own boss. Me being my own boss, I have to have it. Oh. Adrian, wow. Will Halsley said, as a person that makes six figures, money show by love because it provides stability. And without that, you won't have a spouse. Y'all know I already went through the lip combo already. Just lip gloss, lip liner. That's all you need. Somebody said, fake Miss Cleo. I'm not Miss Cleo. I am Miana. AK Carl said, I'm more of a mind flow versus mindset kind of individual. So what does that mean when you say mind flow? What does that mean for you? I'm very interested. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Stanley. Hi, BB. I love you too, BMI. Forever. Okay, I don't know how to say your name, but greetings to you, baby. Hi, Cookie. Hello, Alex. Hi, Candy. What's your question, friend? What's your question? AK Carl said, great movie, The Matrix, but most people do not understand what they are watching. They just enjoy the action and do not comprehend what is being told. Exactly. Yeah. Please grow up and stop being weird. Hi, Benson. Hi, Ashraf. Hi, Santos. Hi, Clarence. GR said, therapy is like a mental tune-up. Some people spend thousands on their cars, but little on their mind and body. Exactly. I spend a lot of money on my mind. I spend a lot of money on my mind. I try my best. Tesla. Hi, baby. GR, you know what state I'm in. I'm in a state of peace and abundance. Happiness and joy. Reason. Hi, BB. Hi, try more. Cliff Hooper said, what debts you paying? Oh, thank you for even reminding me, Cliff, so we can get into the topic that I was trying to get into. It's Tesla. Hi, Tesla. Hi, Alex. Okay, so last night I was doing a lot of thinking. Welcome back to the live, Joshua. Hey, Abigail. So I was doing a lot of thinking last night, right? And I was thinking about the word finances. Now, I never went into studying the word finances before. So I was like, okay, let me look into the word finances. Y'all know I always use etymology to look into it, right? So I went and I looked up finance, and finance means to end a settlement. I'm like, okay, end. Interesting. I'm getting somewhere with this. If y'all pay attention, I'm getting somewhere with this. So you gotta follow along with me. So like if we talking about financial management, this is exactly the topic that I was looking into, is financial management. So finance means to end a settlement, right? And more specifically, when you go into what that means, it means to end like a ransom. So like back in the day, they used to say finance in regards to ending ransom. So somebody was held hostage and they was like, you cannot come and get this person until you pay up. It's giving Proud Family, pay up. That's what they were saying. You finance this to get this person out of here, right? So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I start going deeper into it, right? Finance. So why would they use finance today? Because if you're financing something, if you're paying attention to your finances, that means something is being held captive, and until you pay for it, you cannot get it. And so I was like, okay. So what is being held captive? What's being held captive is your mental, and it depends for everybody. Everybody's different, but this is how I'm seeing it. What's being held captive is your mental state, your emotions, and your awareness. And legally, you could be held captive. There's so many things spiritually that's holding you captive, and legally, and realistic legally, holding you captive when you have debts that you need to pay and that you need to finance. So when you are able to be in control of your financial, when you are able to have financial management skills, then you are able to always set yourself free, and you're never captive. You're never seized or in a static position mentally or emotionally or physically from people you have debts with. Somebody said, why are you always yelling? Am I yelling? Am I yelling, y'all? I'm sorry if I'm yelling. That's not what I'm trying to do. But it does go with Tesla. It does go with taxes, but we're not just talking about taxes. We're talking about in general debts that you have, right? Debt meaning things that you have to pay. The fact that you live in a home, if you have to pay your rent, that is a debt to you. You got to pay that every single month. Any bills that you have are debts to you. You're going to have to pay that every single time it's due, right? So when you are able to be in control of your finances, then you are saying you're literally putting yourself in a position to always be free and not captive. So I was realizing the other day, one of my biggest goals is to be completely in control of my schedule. Like every day, 365. Completely in control of my schedule. And I've been asking myself, why has it been taking me so long to manifest this, right? And I realized one of the reasons why it was taking me so long, and mind you, I tell y'all a lot about page 33. Page 33, you can find it in my book. Hold up. If I blocked you on accident, I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't be meaning to block some of these people. It just be on accident. So if I block you and it was on accident, just let me know somewhere, somehow. I don't know. Let me see. I know, right? Here, GR, I'm about to make you a mod. Just in case you want to help out, because you always here. Add as a moderator. Standard moderator. Okay. Not T-Smoke coming in with the negativity. That's crazy. Anywho, so where was I at? If you have debts, you're captive, right? Quote unquote captive. You're stuck. You are being held for ransom spiritually. Spiritually, right? This is all me talking based off of the etymology, right? And so the way that you handle being held for ransom is by financial management. Financial management is important because when you are able to have financial management, you are able to set yourself free and not be held captive, quote unquote. If y'all are interested in these definitions, y'all know I always get most of these definitions from etymolon.com. That's etymology, okay? So again, back to what I was saying, I was looking into what I'm manifesting for myself, right, is complete control of my schedule, right? Complete control of my schedule. And I realized that is the reason why I've been on this journey subconsciously for a while, is because of the fact that when I am in complete control of my schedule, that means I fully trust myself. And I realized there was a lack of trust because there was no financial management occurring at the best level that I could be. At the best level that I could be. So that's my little story. I hope that made sense, because a lot of times I could lose people in the way my mind be processing stuff. And I hope I didn't lose y'all. I hope I didn't lose y'all. So when you are able to have financial management, then life becomes very easy. Gary Coleman said money management is easy. Yeah, and so another thing about that is I had to realize that there are skills that I naturally am so interested in developing. Y'all know a mindset. So my mindset skills, I do think those skills are already really developed well. You know, I have daily routines where I'm working on my mindset. I get support when I need it when it comes to my mindset. And then also my intuitive skills, you know, those are skills that I'm working on as well. But money management comes with skills, like literal skills that you need. And when I was looking at what those skills was, it was like 8 different ones. Budgeting, being able to prepare for the future, allocating funds, being aware. Like, there are so many skills that are needed to be developed when you are trying to work on your financial management. And I just never realized it. And it felt very overwhelming, if I can be very honest. It felt very overwhelming to be like, okay, yeah, I have a budgeting app. It's budgeting my money. But you can, when you're only aware of so much, you can only do so much, right? So my next step is definitely getting the support. I did schedule a financial advisor, our financial educator meeting. I forgot what the lady's name, our title is, but I do have a meeting this week with somebody. So I'm going to talk about my budget and finances with her. Most people are saying love and belonging, and then the next is saying other. But I'm not seeing anybody in the comment tell me what they want to what they want to discuss more and manifest. Most people are saying love and belonging, so we can definitely get into it. I loved doing my love and belonging journal. I loved it so much. Yo-Yo Kishwar said, hey, baby, what's your content all about? Today we're discussing mindset, money mindset to be more specifically, so that we can get our mindset on success for our financial well-being. Somebody said, uh-oh, she bad with money. If only you knew me. Boy, ain't nobody bad with money. And let me also let y'all know, just because I'm coming up here and I'm being very honest, y'all don't see the full picture of what's going on in my life. So y'all are going to perceive it differently than what's actually happening in real life, okay? So please be aware that y'all do not know me. Y'all only know what comes out of my mouth. And if I was bad with money, first of all, that would be a terrible person of me to come up here and not be honest with y'all in totality. And I've been very honest with y'all about who I am in my relationship with money. So, and if you've been here since the beginning, you would have been able to see the shift in how I'm handling money as well. But shout out to my local trolls. I do have a set amount of people in my life that I allow to come in here and talk ish, just because I do think that it adds a little spiciness to the comment section. And T-Smoke, you are one of them. So shout out to you. You are one of them. Dale said, your words are like flowers to my ears. So that made sense to you? As long as it made sense, that's what matters. Do y'all understand what I was just saying, though? Hey, Ruji, welcome to the live. Welcome to the community, baby. So if y'all do not have financial management skills, y'all, you are literally going to be held for ransom in every part of your life. In every part of your life, you will be held for ransom. And this is how you get real power. Real power comes from financial management. So that's what I'm learning. I'm learning where my real power is coming from. And that's why, for all of my Christians out there, for all of my Christians out there, all of my people who read the Bible, that's why stewardship is very important. Stewardship is very important. Biblically, stewardship is the concept of managing and caring for resources that have been entrusted to individuals by God with the ultimate goal of glorifying Him and benefiting others. Stewardship is very important. So, Chad Watson said, I hope your journey to financial stability and mental health goes well. Take care. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cherie said, I am bad with money and I'm glad you're speaking out. Thank you. Like, people are not speaking out enough about needing support. We need help. I never took a class about financial management. Most of the classes that I'm seeing that's talking about financial management is in business. That's even like most of the time when I learned about financial management is from business owners. I'm not hearing these type of things from everyday people who live everyday lives, who work regular jobs, who go about their day and do what they want to do. Like, I was not getting this education. And there are people who already knew the education. But again, most of these people are leaders, running businesses, running groups, running communities, running something. But we gotta filter the information down. Hey, y'all. Vicky said, women will not face financial issues. Trust me. I think that it depends. I think that there are certain people who just don't want to admit their wrongs and admit where they fall. T Smoke said, if you spend money wastefully, have bad credit, and in debt, you are bad with money. Yep, I agree. Hey, AK. Hey, Brian. AK Carl said, as long as someone else is in control of your finances, your time, etc., you will never be wealthy in today's economic world. Ooh, Lord. Yep, that's true. Ezra, first of all, I love the name Ezra. That is like one of my names that I just love. Ezra. That's such a beautiful name. Ezra and Eliza. I think I just love E-names. I'm thinking about naming my future children E-names. Eliza and Ezra. Don't steal my kids' names, y'all. Okay? Don't steal my kids' name. Donald Quest said, most women are financially smarter. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it would be like, you know, I hear different things from different people. Shout out to everybody putting the hearts and the stuff in the comment. I love y'all. Gary Coleman said, put money in a CD and keep that compounding interest happening for as many years as you plan to work. Don't rent, buy a fixer-upper, and build the skills to fix and repair yourself. It's your assets. Somebody said, why have kids? Because I want to be able to live my life to the fullest. And I do believe having children does advance you to a new level that you'll never be able to have without having children. It puts you in a different mindset. It makes you feel a little bit more responsible. I mean, if you're healthy, healthy individual at least. Alejandro said, there's an emotional attachment in the difficulty to charge what's worth for my work. There's an emotional attachment in the difficulty to charge what your work is worth. Are you a Capricorn moon? Tell me. I think that you should definitely look into how to price your services, because it shouldn't be about emotions. It should be about the business. There are lots of videos online, especially if you go to score.com if you're in America. There are lots of free videos that would tell you how to price your services. So don't base your pricing on emotions. Base it on the actual facts of what your business is and what it's giving and how much you need to prosper. Brian said, today stock prices are high in my town. You have to fight to find food. Insurance companies are dropping people left and right here. That means you need to move. You got to move. El Nomad said, having kids has no benefits at all. That's why you a nomad, baby. You don't want no kids. Joshua said, hello, I changed my name to Ezra. Y'all hilarious. Nomad said, you can be all those things without having kids. How big is your ego? You need to have kids. Dang, why are you on me about having kids? SM said, how many kids would you like to have? It depends. I think I change my mind every other day, especially when I hear the crazy things that happens when women have kids. Women go through a lot to have kids. Women go through a lot, and it actually is very terrifying, and it kind of pushes me away from having kids. It's not, I don't really care about the society. The effects on my body and my mental health is what I'm more afraid of. T-Smoke said, hope you plan on getting married before having children, friend. Y'all are hilarious. Mwah. Hey, girl. Johnny said, do you grow sage or is that your favorite food? No, I don't. Neither. Yeah, Bruce, we are. It's okay. Sometimes we do deviate from the main topic. But just know, most people who are talking about paying with ease, paying for things with ease, what they're saying and what I've said is that it's a clear feeling. And like Adrian said earlier, it's a solid feeling. So if you are paying for things and you're not in that emotion of ease, understand that the feeling comes, you got to feel where you feel solid. Feel solid, feel clear in your system, in your body. Make sure your body, because remember, our body communicates 90% of the time is nonverbal, right? So if you're trying to communicate with the world about what you want to manifest in your life, focus on the feeling of ease and solidness. This is the emotions that people are speaking about in the comments. So this is most likely the emotion that you will feel when you also pay for things with ease, without having to overthink about it. So when you are paying for things, make sure it's in the state of ease and you feel solid about it. If you cannot find that state of being, then I need you to focus on where you already feel that in your life. There's somewhere in your life where you already feel ease, you already feel solid about that particular thing. Focus on that feeling and then apply that feeling, correlate, compare that feeling to money management, and then start to feel that slowly start to feel that in that area of your life. That's how you can manifest it more into your life. Let me see what y'all saying. Trey said, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. Al Cattell said, do you think about your long-term future or the future of humanity? You don't, so why should we keep you around? I don't know what that means. AK Carl said, what does the data indicate pertaining to the ratio of people in USA that work for others, employees versus entrepreneurs, self-employment, and becoming wealthy? You tell me. I don't know. I don't know that, friend. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So yeah, most people are saying love and belonging. Most people are saying love and belonging. So I'm happy. I'm really happy y'all want to do love and belonging. I will say when I already went through this love and belonging by myself. And when I tell you, it made me so clear on where I'm going. And it also made me so much happier to show up on YouTube. Because when I completed my love and belonging journal, I started to feel like, oh, I can see my people. This is my people. This is who I feel understood by. This is who I feel like we can have a conversation. I can be myself. I can show up completely myself and not confuse people. You know, me coming on and putting definitions, I don't just go around telling people definitions in real life now. You know, people don't get to see that aspect of me where I'm sitting down and I'm journaling all night and I'm writing, I'm going through definitions, I'm studying etymology, I'm trying to connect the dots to different areas of life and understand what it all means. People don't get that. I don't sit up and have conversations about God and my beliefs, and I don't talk about tarot. You know, these are not things that I have a discussion with in real life. So when I show up online, I can sit up and I can fully express who I am without having to pause or like stop myself from being who I am. Like I can't just go, like my closest people, the closest people that I am around, most of them are Christians, right? Most of those people, I grew up in that environment as well, so it's normal to me. So when I start talking about astrology and I start talking about like all this reprogramming your mind and stuff, people get confused. People don't understand, and I'm not gonna force my understanding on nobody. You know, I'm not gonna try to teach people stuff that they don't care about, and I'm not gonna teach people in general because that's just not what I want to do with my life. But it just feels very good to be able to express myself unapologetically on my platform. Johnny said, I grew up Catholic. Okay. Thomas said, how do I join the live? How do I do this? Stop. How do you do that? Go back. Hola. Cherie said, I am doing on bank card only, not cash as well. Okay. Hi, Xavier. Tommy, she said, how do I join the live? What you mean, baby? You on the live right now? So I'm excited to see where y'all get out of doing this journal, like the gratitude journal together on live, and where y'all's mindset is when it comes to love and belonging. Let me make sure, because it's staying steady. It's staying above 40. So I think that's gonna be the one that we're gonna be doing. A.K. Carl said, having a relationship with God of the Bible is very important. Trent, hey Trent. I'm from America. Hey y'all. Explore the website. How you paying the debts, babes? Financial management. I'm just making sure that my money is allocated in the right areas. They're homed in the right areas, and then I like to do auto pay. So all I need to focus on is getting the money, and I don't have to worry about paying the money. As long as it's organized, that's all I have to worry about, is getting to the bag. So that's what I do to pay my debts. Tialas, this is a different person. Tialas? Okay, Tialas said, Angel, you deserve to be my best queen. Okay. So again, at the bottom, the quote says, wealth is built quietly in the background of everyday choices. How do y'all feel about that? Wealth is built quietly in the background of everyday choices. T-Smoke said, I never do auto pay. Why don't you ever do auto pay? You save money a lot of times when you do auto pay, because you know how they be having fees. Like where I live, they have a fee. If you pay every month, you sometimes have to pay a fee. But if you pay auto pay, there's no fee. And then like even with my insurance companies, if you do auto pay, it's cheaper. AK Carl, she said, God is surrounding you with Christian friends and subscribers for a reason. No, you know it's actually what I believe it is. I think it's just because that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to. That's the environment I grew up in. So that's what I attract. You attract what you know. And I'm just now expanding my environment. These past couple of years, I'm just now expanding what I know in the type of people who are out there. I'm expanding my awareness. So that's the reason why I think that is. And also, most of the people who I know, who I'm very close to, I was raised around as well. So but yeah, y'all don't have any comments about the quote that I said? Wealth is built quietly in the background of everyday choices. Y'all got no quotes? I mean, y'all got no topics? Why you keep calling me cornbread? Clarence said, keep doing what you do. God got you, aka cornbread. What? AK Carl said the majority of Christians have strayed from time to time. God still loves them. Yes, God still loves them. That's my nickname. Oh, that's your nickname is Cornbread. Okay. Enoch said, I do, but not like yours. GR said, I agree with that. T Smoke said, yeah, they do give deals for auto pay, but I don't want anyone moving my money but me. Okay. Okay. Does anybody want to give him more information about what auto pay is? Can I give you a topic? What topic, baby? Enoch, go ahead. Cherie said, I'm learning how to get better on it, up and down with it going out, cut back on my spending. WS that's Barbie said, auto pay can reduce the cost that you pay monthly. Thank you, GR. I appreciate you. Chikezi said, there's no sorry to ask this. If you're in love with someone, how do you feel about it? I just want to just tell me this story. I don't get it. Enoch Evans said, why do people not take accountability for their actions and why do they shift blame? AK Carl said, you got people in the chat like Ezra and Enoch. Yeah, beautiful names. Because Enoch, that's a book, right? They said that's a book that was taken from the Bible. I don't know for sure. I'm just repeating what I heard. But why do people not take accountability? Well, number one, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons why people don't take accountability. First thing, they saw it in their environment. That's what they learned. And so they're just recreating what they know. Second thing, a lot of times it's very hard for people to take accountability and accept the blame because they don't want to deal with the emotion that comes with it. That emotion is disappointment, grief, regrets. A lot of people don't want to have to deal with those bad emotions and they would much rather just ignore it and move on. So sometimes it's just a lack of emotional intelligence, a lack of not want to deal with those emotions. You said, why do people not take accountability for their actions and why do they shift blame? Because it's easier. First of all, they're mentally ill. If they are able to shift the blame to somebody else, they're mentally ill. I'm sorry. I'm not the one to diagnose, but this is what I'm saying. They're mentally ill. There's something not clicking in their brain if they see you as the issue when they're the real issue, right? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of reasons. Because I literally am going through a situation where I have to deal with somebody who does that exact thing. They don't take accountability for their actions and they shift blame. I also think it's when you are raised in an environment where you can easily put work on other people and not have to do the work. Okay, maybe if you're an older sibling and you're always making your younger sibling do the work for you, some of them people are also used to not having to take accountability and having other people like flying monkeys do the work for them. So it's a lot of reasons why. T Smoke said auto pay is when your bills are being taken out. Where did it go? Auto pay is when your bills are being taken out automatically. Yeah. So for me, it makes sense to do auto pay for me because all you have to do is have the money in the account and then you don't have to worry about paying those bills every single month, especially if you have a lot of bills. Like imagine if you had to worry about paying every single bill that you have. That's a lot of work, a lot of things to think about. It's a lot of things to add to your calendar. Enoch was a person. Oh. Yes, Apocrypha book, Enoch 1. Okay. Bonjour. You ain't doing much for your birthday, girl. Okay. I'm not helping nobody with a visa, baby. Okay, everybody's saying that Enoch is a part of the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha are the intertestamental books between the Old and New Testament. Enoch said, nice. I swear you're pretty wise of a cat. Okay, okay. Read the books of Maccabees. Swaggy, okay. Hey, Alex. Pruthi said, I don't know English. I know Hindi well. Well, whatever you're using to type this is perfect English. Hello, Richard. AKA Carl said, try again. The book of Enoch is often classified as pseudepigraphal. I don't know that word at all. Pseudepigraphal. Fake book. That's what that means. Fake book. Fake writing is not real is what he's trying to say. He's trying to say Enoch is not really a part of the Bible. I'm guessing he said that's fake. T Smoke said, I don't want no one moving my money but me. You're going to have a lot of work on your hand if you don't allocate responsibilities to other people. It's going to be a lot of things to think about. I think another thing about building wealth. Oh, I never got the skills for y'all about money, financial management. But one thing about building wealth is learning how to allocate responsibilities to other people. If you are not able to allocate responsibilities, you'll have all the responsibilities on yourself. And a lot of those responsibilities are not necessary. So I would say, T-Smoke, it could be limiting possibly for you, depending on what you want for yourself. It could be limiting to an automatic process, because there's nobody going into your account. It's an automatic process that you set up between your bank account and whatever business you're doing work with, where that money just automatically comes out. You said, T-Smoke, how old are you? You said you've been doing it your whole life without auto pay. How old are you, baby? Okay, y'all having a conversation about that. It's okay. You good without it? Oh, you 49. Okay. Hey, Osman. Adamahad. Hey, friend. I'm doing well. How are you? See message from possible YouTube. I saw that. I deleted that. Help you with what, Pruthi? Cherie said, I am on low income. It is hard out here. In New York, it's too high to get an apartment as well. Gotta move, girl. Move somewhere else. Move somewhere else. Christopher said, you have to make a lot of money, so find a job that pays a lot so you don't struggle. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Hey, Dale. Hey, Bonnie. Welcome to the live. Good luck. Okay. So, the skills for effective financial management that you need is budgeting. Okay. There are apps that will budget for you. So, that's a skill that, thank God, we are in 2025. Forecasting, right? Financial analysis, understanding of financial software and tools. Okay. Cash flow management, tax planning, financial software, leadership and teamwork, problem solving, communication and interpersonal skills, adaptability and learning, attention to detail, organization and planning, ethical behavior. These are all skills that you need in regards to financial management, and we need to learn these skills. We need to learn these skills. Budgeting, managing, forecasting, and supervising. So many skills, y'all. Bruce says, say you have a fixed income. What is your opportunity cost when it comes between your rent and grocery shopping? Okay, I never heard of the phrase opportunity cost. Yeah, aka Carlos, you always started something. That's why I'm ignoring it so it don't distract the conversation. Say you have a fixed income. What is your opportunity cost when it comes between your rent and grocery shopping? I don't know what opportunity cost is. Let's look it up. Christopher said, are you saying no, you don't need financial skills? You don't need financial management skills? Opportunity cost is the potential benefit that an individual, investor, or business misses out on when choosing one alternate over another. So opportunity cost is what is it costing you? What is the opportunity that is costing you when you choose one over the other? Well, I would say pay your rent, because hopefully you live in an area where they have food banks. Also, I would expect your rent to be a little bit more expensive than grocery shopping. So I would definitely say what you're missing out on is being able to choose your own groceries, because now you have a limited amount of groceries that you can afford. And if you pay your rent, I would hope that you still have at least a couple of more dollars, because if you got a couple more dollars and you go grocery shopping, then at least you can go buy some pinto beans, some rice, and some vegetables, and that can last you a long time. And it don't even have to just be that. Like, I can make a nice little meal for $5 if I was really struggling for real. So you gonna make it work regardless. So pay that rent and go to a food bank. Go get some free food from a church. Churches give out a lot of free stuff. Schools give out a lot of free stuff. Food banks are good. T-Smoke said, learn to budget your money and have self-control. Yeah. Hi, Skylar. Thank you. Okay, welcome, South Africa. Okay, so I'm guessing what we'll be doing for the next live next week, starting next week, we'll be talking about love and belonging. Okay, shout out to the pets, aka Carlos. What type of pets do you have? We'll be talking about love and belonging. And if you're interested in love and belonging, what that just means is being able to identify the genuine love around you, right? What does that look like on a consistent basis? What does that feel like for you as an individual? On top of that, where do you feel like you belong? Because you can love people and not feel like you belong. So love and belonging is also about finding your community, the people who you can consistently be around, who you feel like you can show up as yourself, you feel understood, you can communicate without any grievances, okay? So I'm super excited. We're going to go ahead and finish the money mindset this week. Remember, starting next week, I will not be on live in the daytime. I will be coming on live in the evening, except for on the weekends. Okay? Except for on the weekends. So I'm super excited. Like, I'm super excited to go over the love and belonging journal. If you're interested in what that looks like, personally, I keep my journals right next to me. This is what the journal looks like. And y'all see I already wrote all through it. So I've already done this. So I'm super excited to go back over it and talk to y'all about it. Y'all can see kind of, I showed y'all the inside of money mindset a lot of times. But like, for instance, I know y'all say that this is backwards, but the love and belonging is pink. And I specifically chose this very pink color because, number one, it's a very grounded color. It's a very soft color. It's a very, what's the word? Open and like, what is it called when you can easily be harmed? It's a very sensitive color. The color is very important to me because it's very sensitive, Smooth. Somebody said smooth. That's not what I'm trying to say, but smooth is a good one. It's a very sensitive, very honest, very down to earth, grounded color. Fragile, not fragile. Not fragile. Peru, vulnerable, vulnerable. There you go, okay. Vulnerable is a good one. It's a very vulnerable color. So a lot of times when you are attracting a community of where you feel love and belonging in that community, you are vulnerable because you are completely being yourself. You are not hiding anything. You are opening yourself up to people in a way to where you can express yourself naturally without any constrictions, conflicts, whatever. So I really like that color because it's vulnerable. And, you know, I know it's a lot of men who are in my chat. So I don't want y'all to be like pushed away because it's a light pink color. It's a very smooth baby like color. No, it's that color for a reason. And when you're actively engaging, I do truly believe in like color therapy, surrounding yourself with certain colors. You know, a lot of women who I've noticed, women who are in really good relationships with men, they wear a lot of pink colors like that. You know, when they have a healthy relationship, they feel very safe in their relationship. They start wearing a lot of cute little pink colors like that. So that's why I did that color. And that's also why my channel, my brand is this pink light color, because I want to create a community where people feel safe enough to be vulnerable. AK Carl said God created colors. Yep. Yes, God created everything, all things. So, yeah, today's live was pretty cool. How did y'all feel about today's live? And the topic was recent payments or purchases that we felt grateful about being able to do with ease, and how it felt to do it. How did y'all feel about that topic, if y'all are still here from the beginning? Because I feel good. Like, when you are able to access a state of being, that is a true superpower. A true superpower is able to access whatever state of being that you are truly interested in. It was splendid. Okay, Bruce. And again, that's why I keep people in my chat who have different opinions, because I want to know everybody's opinion. Like, everybody's opinion matters, even if I don't agree with it. Sometimes I don't be knowing who to block, because I don't be knowing what's like, are you Jamaican? Are you saying that because you're Jamaican? GR said thought-provoking, will use some things. Oh, like what? Well, I learned a new word today. Opportunity costs. Opportunity costs. Opinions matter. Yes, opinions matter. I like to hear opinions. And also beliefs. Some of these opinions are true beliefs for some people. Hey, Frankie girl, our guy. Mississippian. Hey, Mississippi. M to the I to the double S to the I to the double SIPPIAN. T Smoke coming back with the belief that the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay. I want y'all to see. I want y'all to notice themes in the chat. Okay? Start noticing themes. When you hear people with certain beliefs, what are they consistently saying? And make your own wise decisions. AK Carl said being respectful is also important. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I truly appreciate everybody. We are leaving with 41% saying that they want to discuss and manifest more love and belonging. So next week, that's what we will be doing. I hope y'all don't hear my stomach. Y'all know I'm always hungry by the time I get off a live. So y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.